Orange flavor mother.
Hey everyone, it's King CK here, and today we're on a boat. Yeah, that's right. Unlike the usual Operation Infinite Ocean videos like we usually are on boats, this time we're on a real working boat for once. So here we are on Chris's fishing boat reeling. And today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than the usual tours. I'm going to be doing a mod showcase, which I think I've done a handful before. I know I did one back for the trains mod a while back, but I try to avoid them, let the real people do those. But this one, for a lot of the Operation Infinite Ocean people, I know you guys are going to want to see this. So that's why I decided to, and also give the mod developer a little bit of my feedback, even though he probably won't even want it. It's kind of one of those things that it's like, here's feedback, and they're like, oh, don't give us feedback. It's kind of like, I know a few people that are like that, but okay. So now I got a fishing thing stuck. There we go. Okay, we all good. So I'm gonna remove our anchor, which I didn't actually have to remove. I could have just turned it off. So this is probably one of the most complete mods I've ever used. Unlike in well, I mean for moving boats and vehicles, like on I don't know if any of you guys have ever used Movecraft plugin back on the old Bucket servers. I know that one was the first one. Then you had the boat plugin, then you had Zeppelin's mod. Now you have this one, which is called Boats and Ships by oh geez, I forgot to look up the mod developer's name, which I'll just put a link in the description to his post. So alright, first things first is I will show you guys around. So we're on Chris's ship, and now you've probably already noticed this little chair right here. So we're going to spin his ship around. And unlike in the Zeppelin mod, you pretty much, once the ship's engaged into the real world, it acts as if a boat. Unlike in the Zeppelin mod, once it's engaged, it acts like a completely different object. This thing will bob up and down if you already haven't noticed. I also have, it has engines, so once you hit F, you'll engage your engine, which then, the most you can get out of almost any of the models is engine power 10, and then pretty much that's about it. You can go in the mod config file and actually edit it to give it more power, but at the moment I just use it at 10 just because it's a nice speed for me. So, alright, we're going to pull on into the Operation Infinite Ocean Harbor. I'll kind of show you guys some more details to this mod. The mod also features Zeppelins, or airships, and submarines. So unlike on the Zeppelin mod where it only features Zeppelins and boats, this one also features the submarines, and it actually does a great job at that. It has real working pumps on it, and has and on the Zeppelins also it can utilize the pumps, so it doesn't, like, whenever you're trying to move, it doesn't kind of like jump around as much. It actually like acts realistic and stuff. So alright, we'll pull on into the harbor here with Chris's ship, and we'll switch off to one of the other ships. This spot should do. Alright, and the other nice thing about this mod too is all of our ships, all of Operation Infinite Ocean's ships, are compatible. Like, I haven't had a single one that's had an issue with it, other than Hayek, the Super Ferry. It's a tiny bit laggy, only because it's outside of the recommended limit. So, alright, we will take, let's see here, I'll just take one close to the edge out. I'll show you guys how to engage a ship. So what you're going to do is you get your little christening bottle of champagne to christen your new ship into service. You whip it at your boat. And apparently I have it connected to the dock still. So that's the other thing you have to be careful of too, is if you have it connected to the dock, it won't let you engage it. So see, now it's disconnected from the dock. We'll just take our bottle, whip it back at the boat. And sure enough, our 241 block boat is ready to be taken out sailing. So the only issue I've found with this mod so far is outside of like almost everything, I absolutely love this mod. I haven't had any issues unlike Zeppelin mod. You don't really phase through blocks as easily in this. I know you can, like very rarely when moving you can phase through, but it's very hard to do. Unlike in Zeppelin where you just stand still and all of a sudden next thing you realize you're on the other side of the boat. Nope, this one it doesn't have that issue. The only main issue I found is you have to use these seats in order to drive them. So which ends up leaving a lot of the, you're kind of down here, so you end up having to break blocks and modify your ships and stuff. But the nice thing is you can actually modify your ships in transit. Unlike in Zeppelin where you have to put it back in the real world, all that fun stuff. You can actually, so I can put another window right there. So we're going to go ahead and turn our engines on. And just away we go. So pretty much with this mod, it takes everything that's wrong with Zeppelin and makes it better. And I know this mod's also going to be SMP in 1.3. And so the Operation Infinite Ocean crew has decided that we are not going to be featuring a Zeppelin mod server. We will be featuring a boats and ship mod server in 1.3 when this mod goes SMP. So if the mod developer, if you're watching this video, make sure you leave a comment what you think of my review. Anything you could say to anyone who's watching this. Also, I would like to thank you personally for this mod because this is absolutely phenomenal. The only thing I would suggest is like a remote feature, kind of like in Zeppelin, where you can drive them with a remote. And that's just for filming purposes. Like, I know I use the remotes a lot when I'm trying to film the third-person view. I know you can also go up into, if you press R to eject out of your seat, which, fortunately, you have to make sure you have room to jump out of your seat when you jump out of your seat. The only problem I found with it is you don't have any control once you jump out of your seat. Like a real-world ship, yes. But, I mean, it would be kind of nice to also have the remote just in case for filming as I fall off my ship. Other than that, it's an absolutely fantastic, well-rounded mod. I'm just going to put the seat up here for now, just while we redock the boat. The other nice thing about this mod, too, is it can handle almost as many ships as I've used right now. Currently I have 5 engaged in this world right now. We got 3 back there, and then I have these 2 right now. Which is really great for filming purposes. You can have ships on standby. You can have ships moving, and plus it helps because you don't have to like always maintain and keep an eye on your ship, all that kind of not so fun stuff. But so now to put your ship away when you're done playing with it, you're gonna make a ship in a bottle. You're gonna right click it, and your ship will pretty much put itself back, rotating the way it originally was. So pretty much it's gonna rotate itself back and park itself. So, which is amazingly great. Like in Zeppelin, I don't know if you guys know when you get your blocks stuck on something and they like kind of get stuck on something and then you can't get it out until you remove the blocks, and then you can't even realign it to the world. That's where this bottle and the ship completely annihilates the Zeppelin features, because it pretty much you don't even have to worry about that anymore. So pretty much that's about it for this mod review. For installation, I'm gonna have a link to a jar if you're watching on YouTube to get the Minecraft.jar, which you're just gonna move in just so you don't have to install MC MC Forge, which is an absolute nightmare to install. So I'll just leave you guys a link to the jar. You just drop the jar in and away you go. And then for like the crafting recipes, which I know a lot of people want to see, just go look it up on the forums. It's not hard to find. I'll put a link to, once again, like I said, I'll put a link to the forum post in there, and then that'll pretty much be it. Other than that, thanks for watching. The normal OIO videos, or Operation Infinite Ocean ones, will resume hopefully shortly. We've been moving servers lately. We're moving back to Demon VPS. So we'll hopefully get that. We'll get more videos and more stuff coming back out to you guys hopefully soon. So today was pretty much a server moving day, so not much we could do about that. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the next one.